Do you use WD-40?
Huh?
You use WD-40?
Yeah.
That's the old fucking use auto sales fucking trick. The car lock trick. Spray that bitch with WD-40 in the engine bay. Air blow it. It'll look good for that sale.
For fucking today. After that.
When they get home, that bitch will be all good. My hair's looking like I need to be working at Walmart checking receipts. Chasing motherfuckers down. Said, you pay for them paper towels, boy? Let me see that receipt.
I'm installing the FC3, which is the fuel controller. That's what controls the pumps. Got only got 2 pumps. But he's got a 3-pump controller, so we're gonna have to reroute it. So I'm gonna run pump number 2, pump number 3, and just one remote from pump number 2 and 3. We're not using no what's it called, the boost reference or anything like that. So all we gotta do now is just wire up the boost controller and we should be ready to roll, baby. So all we need is to be trying to get a fucking hotel or a place to stay. Airbnbs, but I don't even want to do Airbnb at this point. Luxury hotels. Bitch, I just want a hotel that's available. I love that here, goddamn.
I think we were saying 60,000 per times a cylinder.
Yeah, 6 to 6.5.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit smaller than what I'm coming up with. I did 8,000.
Yeah. For that, I need a 10-gallon catch can. I don't need that.
Yeah, just gap him for boost and nitrous.
428 sounds better. I'll pull that bitch apart and measure it, motherfucker. So you better do it.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna double check.
He's in right here. He's gonna do it right. Don't worry.
Oh, I feel more comfortable now.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure you use ATF too.
Gunner, that's nasty.
It was you, Gunner?
I'm telling you, you got that Airbnb. It was nice, but like in the neighborhood where you go into the neighborhood, there's a gas station right here, gas station right here, and a gas station over here. And there's cops in each one of those gas stations. Like in each, not in each, but there's a cops over there. So every time the cops would go over there, all the dope dealers would move to this one.
And then
when the cops
they
would
were
come,
playing
the whole
fucking
time, the whole time.
Mouse
Yep.
and cat.
And then as soon as I make a right, you go like 3-4 minutes down, and to the left is where our house was, and it's nice. But crackheads can still walk.
You were like, and they still fucking fast.
I swear, bro. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, I was scared that they were gonna try to fucking steal the truck or something, you know? Alright guys, what's going on? I'm gonna give you a little quick breakdown of what we did on this one. This build, it's a really nice car. Came down to us from, I think Louisiana. I'm not 100% sure where exactly, but came down to us. Originally it was just gonna be a cage work, our 10-point cage, but after that we ended up doing a solid rear axle conversion on this. We'll show you all that. Did a full 10-point cage. Anti-roll bar setup. It's got a full coilover conversion in the rear. They're Mentor coilovers, 15 by 12 inch wheel. Quite a bit of work went into it. The rear end conversion wasn't too crazy, but to get it all plotted and kind of where we wanted it to be as far as the kit goes, that was a little bit time consuming, but we got that right. the anti-roll bar setup done, attached everything to the roll cage. We removed front and rear window. If you guys can check it out, like I literally I trimmed the dash where the bar goes, and then I trimmed it, and then I kept the piece that I trimmed out of it and put it back in, and then bolted it all down so it still looks like it's factory. It actually came out really nice. It's the first one I did that way. It's easy. It looks good. You know, it doesn't look like there's a plate there covering it or anything like that. It's got Kirky seat was already in there with the Fat Fab bracket, so we built the cage around that. And as you can see, I like swing outs. Swing outs are cool and all, but I personally, it might not be, you know, that's just my opinion. I think it's stronger and safer with the bar welded in. So I put the bar welded in, and I bend it with enough clearance to allow you to get in and out. The same thing that we'd have on Brian's car. The cage is very similar. This is kind of like our specialty cage that we do, quote unquote. But if you guys, you could look, you could check it out. We X'd up the rear bars in the back, removed the window, and then ran bars straight down to the crossbar. I like doing it that way. I just feel it's a lot stronger, and it gets really close to the rear window. So, you know, if worse comes to worse, it stops with just breaking a window. If the car flips, you know, the cage is gonna stop everything there. That's just my personal opinion on how I like to build the cage, I guess you'd say. It was pretty intensive as far as working with it and getting it welded in and all that good stuff. Another thing that I also do, so different from other cages, I don't go straight to the floor with the main hoop. I go to the cross beam on the S550s. That's one of the strongest points in the S550, so I like to go to that spot, and it works out really well. Make some nice plates for it or whatnot, and boom, it's done. Then we also had to cut out all the rear. We had to cut out the whole rear to do the 9-inch conversion, and then I went ahead and made some tabs across everything and put carbon plates on it. I'm gonna do a fuel cell and an ice tank. This car is an air to water setup, so we're gonna do a fuel cell in it and an ice tank. That's really the only thing that's left to complete with this one. It's gonna look really clean. Everything's gonna be up back here, nice and tight, and hopefully it works the way it's intended. So that's just something that he's gonna have to set up, because all we're doing is just the fab work on this stuff. We're not gonna take it to the track or any of that stuff, so he'll be able to take care of all that. But yeah, man, you guys could see, Nate will show you all a little bit of the work that was done to it. It's a little different than most cages out there, but this is our style of cage, and I like it. It works really well, and hopefully we don't have to prove that it actually works, you know. The only way to prove that is if the car wrecks or something. But everything's fully TIG welded. The plates are pretty much the only thing that I stitch weld with the MIG gun, but everything other than that is fully TIG welded with the proper filler rod and everything. Same like this side too, you know, we went through the dash, you know, try to keep it nice and clean. I hate painting cages because I'm not a painter, I'm a fabricator. But this one didn't come out too bad, you know, I can't complain. So, but yeah, for the most part, you can see everything. He still has to put his rear seat delete in it. It's got a few things in there that are just, you know, stuff that we disconnected. But other than that, the interior's complete as far as on our end goes. And man, you can check it out. You see the big, you know, 15 by 12 inch wheels on it. It's got the big 5/8 studs. He didn't send us the brakes, but he's going to be installing the brakes on this one. And then we also purchased the front brakes from him. We pretty much took, in quote-unquote credit, his front brakes and his whole old rear end conversion. That's actually what we put in my personal car. It's just the IRS 9-inch steel. So, but yeah, man, for the most part, I like doing the cage work. I started doing cage work a while back when I was probably about 100 pounds ago. Now it's a little bit tougher for me to be in there and welding and everything, but for the most part, I love doing them. I like getting, you know, nice and crazy with it when it comes to bending bars and all that good stuff. So here it is. Supposedly, I don't know if he talks times or anything, but this car's been pretty fast before all of this. So I think he's just getting away from the IRS and the inconsistencies of the IRS. Mind you, yeah, we're kind of figuring that out already, but 9-inch solid rear axle is always going to be what's more consistent when it comes to drag racing. So, but yeah, we'll get you some quick shots of everything inside and out of what we did, and hopefully it works out. This one's pretty much ready to go. I'm going to ship it, and let's move on to the next one. So for everybody watching, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. We're going to try to keep these videos going. Hopefully we can do them on a weekly basis. We're going to try to push to that, and hopefully it works out. But like, share, subscribe, stay tuned. Peace out.